I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Trinity, issue number 3. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are still under the spell of Poison Ivy. What does that mean for them? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, our heroes have left Smallville behind and now find themselves in Gotham City, but something is not right here. Batman is once again horrified and saddened to be forced to watch the death of Thomas and Martha Wayne once again in Crime Alley, but like I said, things aren't adding up here. Batman doesn't recognize the alley, even though, as he says, there's not an inch of Gotham City he doesn't know like the back of his hand. This is because they're all still currently under the thrall of Poison Ivy, and while she was able to piece together a pretty good approximation of Superman's life in Smallville, Batman is a lot more difficult. In a fun bit of writing too, Lois Lane is beginning to wonder what's taking everyone so long. If you'll recall, this story started with everyone having dinner together, then heading off to the barn, and now they've been gone for quite a bit. Now, while the trump we had through Superman's mind was a pleasant activity, we're inside Batman's head now, and it is something of a nightmare. We see a young Bruce Wayne going through a therapy session with his doctor, who turns out to be Harley Quinn, which you know has to be impossible because the ages just don't line up, but it's kind of interesting that because it's Poison Ivy creating this illusion chemically, that Harley Quinn would be the doctor, because, you know, Poison Ivy just can't help but insert herself just a little bit into these visions. True or not, this scenario does actually paint a pretty interesting picture of a young Bruce Wayne who was so depressed and so lost he just wanted to take pills so he didn't have to feel anymore, and also why he may, just maybe as an adult, have an issue with, you know, psychiatrists and mental health professionals because he sees a horrible version of the Scarecrow coming after him not long afterwards. Ooh, but it's not any version of the Scarecrow, it's the crazy preacher version of Scarecrow from Batman the Animated Series, aka my personal favorite version. The Trinity figures to escape this nightmare scenario, they're going to have to help young Bruce over with his issues. They're going to have to remind him that none of this was his fault. His parents' death weren't his fault, and by extension, all the deaths Batman has suffered afterwards, Jason Todd and even Tim Drake just recently, none of these were his fault. All these people were loved, knew the risks, and as long as he remembers them, they're never truly gone. In short, they all honored him, and it's time that he honors them back. I like that, you know, the manifestation of Bruce getting over his guilt is actually Alfred coming to him, saying that he'll remind him every day that none of this was ever his fault. Aw man, Alfred, you're gonna make me cry, man. With those personal demons vanquished, it looks like the Trinity is ready to move on, and back in the real world, Lois Lane is ready to make her move too. Oh, what's that, Poison Ivy? You took my friends and husband hostage, you took over my garage? Well, guess what? Ivy, meet car. Trinity number 3 ended up being another really great, really inventive issue, one that gets a lot of mileage out of being an introspective superhero story. I would also say this book is really shaping up to be a great gateway comic, something that I would feel comfortable giving a newer fan to get them up to speed on everything that's happening in the greater DC universe right now. Heck, in many ways, Trinity is shaping up to be a better Justice League book than the actual Justice League book we're getting right now, and I mean, really, do I have to say any more about Manipul's art? Absolutely eye-poppingly beautiful. We're only 3 issues in, and this book has already jumped to the top of the must-read list for DC Rebirth. I would give this one a 9 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer? Or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.